Hello everyone, my name is Dean. Let's talk Bitcoin. This is where you subscribe for daily Bitcoin updates and technical analysis. We track the price of Bitcoin as a proxy for cryptocurrency markets at large. Alright, let's get into it. Today we're going to talk about something a little different. We're still going to be talking about Bitcoin, but we're also going to be looking at the bearish case, the bearish scenario. I know there's a decent number of people, not a lot, but a decent number of people in the community that believe that this is one big bull trap, right? And we're going to look at that case. We're going to look at why it doesn't really make much sense, right? No disrespect to the people who hold those views. And we're going to look at why Bitcoin has been looking so bullish, why we're saying it's looking bullish, and how it's showing so much strength. All right, let's get into it. So first and foremost, the bearish scenario. All right, a lot of people are saying, using Elliot Wave analysis, that this is one big bull trap and we're in an extended B wave, okay? If that were the case, let's just count this out really quickly. All right, let's see. We'd have, All right, here we go. We've had, this is the A wave of the correction, right? For the bearish scenario, right? That was the A wave. The move all the way down to sub 30,000 or 30,000. And then this is the B wave. So remember, in Elliott wave analysis, the A wave is comprised of an ABC correction. The B wave is also comprised of an ABC correction. So here, this would be, in the bearish scenario, an ABC correction. I just wouldn't know how to count this, to be honest. Right? What is it? A, B, C. So the A wave is supposed to go against the trend, right? So that would technically be the A. The B is supposed to go against that. And so that would be, I think this would be it. So I'm just playing devil's advocate here, entertaining this. Here, let's take off the magnet. And excuse the audio. I'm actually on holiday today, so I am not in my usual recording space. So if you hear some noise, that's other people in the hotel I'm in. So that's A, B, C. Okay, that's the C wave of this ABC correction, I believe. And it should be of the B wave. So that's a C wave of the B wave. Okay, and what invalidates a B wave? Actually, not much, because there's such a thing as a running B wave, meaning in a flat ABC flat correction, the B wave can come even higher than the A wave. So technically speaking, when some bears, I'm just going to refer to them as bears. I don't really ascribe to that idea that there are bulls and bears, perma bulls and perma bears. There's some people who may have at certain points in time a bullish perspective. Others may have a bearish perspective. But let's just say, for argument's sake, the bears would say, oh, the B wave, if it comes past this certain point, it invalidates the correction. Not really, because of the running B wave, right? So it can come even higher than technically, it can come higher than the all-time high of 64K. Okay? That's another reason why the bearish scenario doesn't really make sense, only looking at the height of the B wave. Okay? And then from there, you would get a C wave. And this is where it really doesn't make sense. So the C wave, remember, it moves in 5. So while the A and the B corrections are ABC, ABC, the C wave is meant to go in 5. So it would be longer, first of all, than the A wave. And it would go in 5 waves. Whoops. So that would be here. A, B, C, D, E. It can take us all the way down here. Sorry, I don't know why that didn't play out. Let's try that one more time. A, B. I'm just drawing this out quickly and not too scientifically, but something like that. It's going to be a bit longer, slightly longer than the B wave, okay? And it's going to be in 5 moves. That would most likely take us down to 10,000 or under 10,000. It just doesn't make any sense. We've never had a correction like that in Bitcoin's history where you basically you come below the previous all-time low. And not only that, it just shows no momentum. All right. And the case for people who hold the bearish perspective is they say, oh, well, you have external factors, same as they say, oh, the bulls say that, there's all of this institutional investment and there's adoption like never before. There are cases that, oh, the Fed's printing money, it's going to result in first inflation and then deflation. So the DXY is going to be strong. The dollar is going to be strong. It's just nobody's going to be wanting to speculate in assets like Bitcoin or anything like that, even gold and silver. It just doesn't make much sense, right? And let's throw all of this out for a moment. Let's throw the projections out of the window for a moment. So let's get out of this. Let's remove that from the charts. Let's just look at what we have in front of us, which I think is one of the best things to do, right? What's the chart showing you in this moment in time? Because don't forget, the charts are a reflection of the collective consciousness, our psyche, our wants and needs, our fear and greed, what people really think in this moment in time, right? Instead of trying to project what will be, it's best to just look at what you have in front of you and make projections based off of that, I believe. So what do you see here? Nothing but signs of strength. Bull flag, right? Run up, that's the flagpole, bull flag. Boom. You have this bull flag here that actually is supposed to create a similar flagpole on the other end. So let's say this flagpole is this size. After this bull flag, we're supposed to get one all the way up here to the 56,000 region. Okay, so that's bullish. What do you have again here? You have a W pattern. That's basically 2 bull flags, sequential bull flags. But let's take this W as 1 bull flag right there. And if you don't know what a bull flag is, I welcome you. As this is an educational channel, please go into Google and just type bull flag and see what it looks like, see what the pattern looks like, see what what the projection is from a bull flag, when it's formed, all that stuff. Just learn little by little. It's very, very useful. Helps you chart. Charting is important, I believe. Oops. All right, so let's take that from this bull flag. Again, that would give us a target of a 54.5, 54.6, right? So, and then within the bull flags, you see bull flags. So you see nothing but fractals of bullish activity. So we're on the daily. So this is large time frame. Let's zoom in a little bit to the 8-hour time frame so we can see more clearly. And I've drawn it out. See, one run up. So that's the flagpole to this bull flag right here. You take that from the point of breakout. That's supposed to give you a target of 53. Again, targets to the upside are being met and are being sort of targets to the upside are being printed by virtue of signs of strength being printed on the charts, right? You don't see any sort of weakness in double tops or in head and shoulders patterns. You don't see that in these charts. So this again goes back to like, just look at the charts. It's looking bullish. Bitcoin has had this heinous kind of resistance block here designated by this purple rectangle. We not only went above it, we back tested it, and now we're hovering and consolidating above it. And we have been for what? For 2 days now, for 2 solid days. And the furthest we've been down is the top of that range, just showing you that we've passed it in earnest. And now we're basically, if you look at the 4-hour time frame, which is relatively large scale time frame, which gives you decent patterns that you can be somewhat confident in. You see these wicks to the downside. What does that tell you? So typically when an asset is weak, you see wicks to the top, meaning that there's resistance to the top that, we're just not able to pass. Now you see wicks to the downside. That basically shows you strength. That means that, okay, we're finding liquidity at these bottom levels, and the asset's choosing to move up from that. So there are buyers. There's a lot of buyers, right? So again, bull flag from here, boom, this is one, and we're starting here. So that nothing but signs of strength. And this particular bull flag is one I discussed in the previous video. So you have this pull, and this is the breakout, and this is why we were discussing a target of 52K to be imminent. Okay, so this is why I believe, just looking at the charts, just thinking of it, think of what a Elliot Wave correction is, right? All the different types of corrections. You can have a flat correction, you can have a zigzag correction, you can have a running flat, right? Just think about that. Put it on your charts and think for yourselves. Please, when you're watching any YouTuber do their analysis, I really welcome you to go in, and if you don't understand something, look it up. It takes 2 minutes. There are so many resources on Google where you can just Google a pattern, Google any theory that they've discussed, and look and see if it's valid. See if it makes sense to you. Don't just take anybody's word for it, my own included, right? Because I think at the end of this, it should be for the purpose of your education, not necessarily taking calls from anybody else. And if you do learn and you're able to look at a chart competently, you don't have to be a master chartist, but you can decide when an asset looks healthy, when it's looking bullish, when it's looking bearish, and that can inform your decisions as to when to buy and sell. And that's how you make your wealth in this market. I think, that's one of the aspects of it. The other is fundamental analysis, knowing, which venture capitalists are behind a certain project, knowing how to read the market cap to circulating supply ratio, other things like that. That's other stuff. That's a fundamental analysis, but technical analysis is also very important if you guys are serious about making serious gains in this space. So that's just my take on why Bitcoin is looking very bullish and not bearish, and how the bearish case right now, the macro bearish case, doesn't make much sense. The idea that we're going to have a 60 to 70% correction or 80% correction right now doesn't make any sense. And I welcome your thoughts. Those of you who think differently, those of you who think as I do, I welcome your thoughts. I'm always learning every day, and I watch everybody, whether they have a bullish or bearish bias. I just want to learn. That's my main goal. So hope that was useful. Hope that was helpful. If you find value in that, please like, subscribe, and share the video. See you guys soon.